Let's go, baby. Let Joe Hortiz and Jim Harbaugh cook. Find out what the Chargers just ended up signing here on Chargers Syndicate. What is going on, you guys? Jake Silva here on the Chargers Syndicate, giving you everything LA Chargers news. If it is your first time ever, we're on the road to 1K. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button, keep you up to date on future and past videos. Charger fans, you got to be feeling pumped up as much as I do right now because your LA Chargers ended up just making a big-time free agent steal signing as they have signed edge rusher Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree, man, I absolutely love this pickup for the LA Chargers. They signed him to a 2-year, $6 million contract that is maxed to the $10 million range. Bud Dupree brings a big-time juice for the LA Chargers and an excellent, insurance policy as well for guys like Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, and not to mention the second-year rise up of star Tuli as well. And so bringing in Bud Dupree, perfect for the fit, perfect for the outcome for the LA Chargers and what they're trying to bring as far as their defensive philosophy. Jesse Minter, man, is getting everything that he possibly can to make this Chargers defense cook and work. And so bringing in Bud Dupree for multiple reasons, it's going to end up bringing an insurance policy. It's going to end up bringing in more depth, and not to mention competition for guys like Chris Rumph and multiple others that are trying to step themselves up, coming into OTAs, coming into training camp. This is going to provide an awful lot of juice for the LA Chargers. So looking at Bud Dupree's stats from all throughout his career when he started up in 2015 all the way to 2020 with the Pittsburgh Steelers before he ended up taking the contract with the Tennessee Titans for 2 years, and just this past year where he was with the Atlanta Falcons. Bud Dupree, his highest amount that he had, at least career-wise, where in 2019, he had 68 total tackles with 49 of them solos of his own and 11 and a half sacks with 4 forced fumbles and 2 fumble recoveries. This guy is meant to bring a lot of power and also just an awful lot of great defensive presence as well in order to keeping the possession on the offensive side. And so forcing everything out of the opposing offense's hands is what's really, really crucial for the Chargers moving forward as you kind of start moving forward with his career, because he's a guy that averages at least between 6 to 8 sacks per year. And so just this past season, he was coming off of a decent year with the Atlanta Falcons where they were the most improved defense last season, 39 total tackles, 17 solos, 22 assisted, where he had 6.5 sacks and forced out 2 fumbles as well. So a guy that knows how to basically get to the quarterback, a guy that knows how to get to certain playmakers, whether it's running backs or whether it's certain players that's got the football in their hands. He knows how to be an extra brute force when it comes to forcing the fumble out of their hands and getting the possession back up on the offensive side. Jesse Minter is the kind of guy that brings a lot of attitude. He brings a lot of just defensive juice to really just ensuring that the Chargers are going to be playing hard-nosed defense all throughout the entirety from all 4 quarters, all throughout the game. And he's the kind that is going to try to wear out opposing offenses as well, making it uncomfortable to be standing in that pocket, making it unlucky for running backs to even bust through the defensive line, and so on and so forth. So Bud Dupree coming into this is an absolute steal for the LA Chargers moving forward. And so for this point now, Joe Hortiz has just been absolutely cooking at this with the free agent signings. Jim Harbaugh has just been managing, getting his troops, getting his group all together, both offensively and defensively, to where they're in the best shape of their careers. And at the same time, this is a totally different culture that the Charger fans have been dying to have now since, the move from San Diego. This is exactly the kind of attitude, this is the kind of football that we wanted to be able to play, especially when we're trying to be big-time disruptors against, the division rivals between the Kansas City Chiefs, LA, the Denver Broncos, the Las Vegas Raiders, trying to make everything mesh and work together. This is where it's going to really start to prove one thing for the Chargers, is that they are not going to be a team to end up sleeping on. So having this free agent signing was an absolute plus, an absolute steal for the Chargers. really does help out guys like Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa and even Tuli and multiple others, but also ends up bringing up a lot of competition. So I'm excited for this signing, honestly, and having him for 2 years. I mean, that's the biggest bargain deal that I think that we've ever seen right now, in Chargers history. And regarding from, the times that they dealt with Tom Telesco and to where we are right now with Joe Hortiz, I think Joe Hortiz has really been cooking all throughout this entirety of the offseason and in the draft. And so what an impressive signing from there. Going to be really interesting to see how the defense really does play. But I'm excited that the fact that this defense will have attitude and they will be playing super hard all throughout the entirety of all 4 quarters and all throughout the game and all throughout the season. So we should be excited about this, Charger fans. That's going to do it here for me on Charger Syndicate. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button, keep you up to date on future and past videos, and we'll see you guys next time on the next video of Charger Syndicate. Bolt up, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.